Steve.
Well, it's coming together.
Are you Beth?
I am Beth.
I'm Tom.
Tom, nice to
How
meet
many
you.
other Beths do there?
Okay, gotcha. Yep, yeah. I figured-
Cameron's grandma.
Awesome. Yep, I figured she'd be Elizabeth and I'd be Beth to help distinguish. And it's funny because they call me Elizabeth at work too. So earlier somebody called out Elizabeth and I automatically was like, yeah, oh, no.
I have that problem too. We have about 20 bulbs running
Yeah.
around here. We all yell at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, which one?
When we named her, we said the only name we didn't want her to have was Lizzie.
I'm the same
So
way.
guess what name she got?
Oh, no, yeah. No, I told people, don't call me Liz, even in diamonds.
Some people say, some people still call her Liz.
Yeah. No, I don't put up with. There was one guy at work who occasionally called me Liz, who I let him get away with it. Only English was not even his second language. Nice guy. He was a short timer too, so he'd get ready to retire, and so occasionally he signed an email here and say thanks Liz, and I just normally I correct people, but in this case I was like, let it go. But I would tell everyone else, now don't y'all get any ideas. I'm letting David get away with it because yeah. But me, I am Elizabeth.
Well, we always called her Elizabeth, but friends,
Yeah.
I called her Beth something.
Yeah. I was always Beth. I honestly, the reason I go by Elizabeth at work is because my maiden name is Lewis, but my married name is Stouffer. And I didn't want the initials BS.
Well, can't blame you for
Yeah,
that.
I went to a place that, and they did that. They always refer to people by initial. And for some reason, and I thought, okay, yeah, no, I don't want people saying, yeah, go talk to BS over there.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too cool.
Yes, instead. Now, how far away do you guys live?
We only live 35 miles away.
Oh, okay, nice.
Lewistown.
Lewistown.
Where do you
Okay.
live?
I live in Northern Virginia.
Oh,
Yeah, so
so
it's
you got
2.5 hour drive, but it's not, it's a beautiful drive though. It's really nice. And
really Northern Virginia's not. I mean, you think of Virginia being a long way off, but
yeah,
Maryland's very.
it's not that bad. Yeah, exactly. It's that really narrow part of Maryland too you go through. So yeah, Frederick is an hour from me. Frederick, and then from there it's another hour and a half. I usually stop at the Costco and get gas in Frederick. Works out down the road, and it seems like every time I come though, it takes me a slightly different way, but you just never know.
That is that's a pretty area too.
Yeah.
It's the, Allegheny up to, Appalachian.
Yeah, Washington County. Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. And no, I enjoyed this a little bit. I was always looking for a place to volunteer. I initially started just doing the newsletter for them here. I had offered several years ago to Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. I have a lot of friends in Lancaster County, and I usually go there a lot. But I love Lancaster very much. But it's sort of like, okay, starting to slightly burn out on it. And
Their commercialization.
yeah, there's a lot of it, and just don't want to wear it with all my friends. And it's just kind of, yeah, it can be very touristy. There actually knew a guy who lived in Northern Virginia who worked in the museum store there at the Railroad Museum, and had debated like commuting with him on weekends. But I was constantly in touch with their volunteer coordinator, who's also in Elizabeth, and asking, is there anything I can do to help long distance? And I couldn't even get answers out of them, so I thought, well, I guess she's got enough help. So I visited here, I heard about it, I think I saw like a Facebook post or something about this museum. And I had recently been to the PA Trolley Museum of Washington. And so I said, well, this place isn't far, I'll check it out. Came up last October, and I was just blown away by, the collection, and everyone was so friendly. I met Valerie, and she got me signed up as a member, and it's just like, I instantly felt like one of the family. And she was telling me that their newsletter print newsletter was way behind. And I said, well, maybe I can help out. I've got desktop publishing software at home, and maybe I can help out with that. So she put me in touch with Joel. And Joel said, oh yeah, absolutely. Here, I'll start sending you material for the newsletter. You can put it together, and I just followed the same design, same layout as the logo printer. And so we've been helping them get caught up on all the back issues. Yeah, yeah. So it just went from there, but kind of, oh,
Hey, how's it going?
all right, it's going great.
We having fun here?
Oh, yes. Almost too much. And then I got a chance to train as the operator and the conductor. I like giving the talks and the tours, et cetera, so, yep. Yep. Awesome. Yes, no, I normally work today, but I took the day off. I want to do proper 3 days of here, back to back. So I'm here tomorrow and Sunday as well. I'm staying over at the B&B across the street.
Is the do not talk to the operator sign a more recent, or is that original?
Well, nothing in here is really original.
Okay.
Stripped out of everything. But I think that's probably a period.
Okay.
There
So
was-
in other words, people pretty well disobey that sign.
Oh, yeah, well. You hear it, yeah.
That's the conductor, that's kind of the conductor's job on these, we like talk and entertain,
Uh-huh.
you know, you give the, just keep it, and people are pretty good about, for the most part. It can be kind of noisy too, so, you know, the operator has a harder time hearing.
Now, my friend Ralph would like an answer to this question, but he's really, he doesn't want to ask it. But I am, on the hillside over there where the stone is, okay? How did it get like that? Ralph says it was a lawn mower.
It was a glacier deposit.
Is that a
Yeah.
glacier deposit?
Yeah.
We like to tease one another back and forth.
He
So,
told me it was two mowers.
Yeah.
Too
They
long.
let them go at the same time.
Well, yeah, I tell you, you know, usually we save this for the part of the trip where we stop and talk about the furnace, but I'll say now, if you could have been here in 1900, there wouldn't have been a tree in sight, 35 miles east. Yep, you'll find out why
okay,
when we do the tour, but just to give you a visual, because people are saying, oh, you know, right through, oh, it's so peaceful, so idyllic, it's so green and beautiful, and you tell them, yeah. When the iron furnace was not original, the
It was
original,
late today, before I jumped upstairs. Tell me about it.
the original version was, truffle line, and then the newer burned wood, and all the trees were
There
cut
we
down
go.
within a 35-mile radius.
Here we go. Let me see.
What? You'll have to get some
yeah, I guess so.
Cameron, do you wanna punch your tickets?
Get over there.
Okay. You wanna bring me a bill? Nine cameras.
Where is your punch? Do you have your punch? You don't have it? It's not, is it in your backpack?
No.
Oh, okay. You think? You don't know where it is. Okay, I'll give somebody else to punch it. Let me see if your mom put it on your kid. Did she? Okay. punch with you.
Okay, great. Well, I figured I'd, sure, yeah, I know, sometimes compressor kicks in.
I'll turn the car around while we're talking.
Perfect, yeah, we'll just, put it on the turntable. Yeah, it's a little easier than that, actually. So, this is car 163. This is not a reproduction. It is the original car. Now, when we first got it, it was not in terribly good shape. But, this car was originally built in 1921, so it's not this really last year.
You missed all the fun yesterday.
Pardon? Correct.
They were going up the track.
I
I heard Courtney say, something laying here in the middle of the track, we'll get it on the way back. Devin is on the back end, conductor, he said, that's not good. So they stopped on the way back, here's the cover off of a traction motor fell off. So they had to come straight in, it was on the last trip, they come straight in, took the engine up, fixed it, and about 4 o'clock brought the engine back, and wired the train. Yeah. So he missed all the fun yesterday.
February 4th, 1939. They were taken out of commission. At that point, that was anyway.
It'll work, Thomas.
So after the trolleys were
It'll work, Thomas.
railways ceased operating.
I didn't switch the light.
I got it.
Who turned them into summer homes in York County. They were Conway. So, and I should also mention that they were built in Pennsylvania.
You better let me through there before you get stuck somehow. Huh?
It always stayed. So,
Maybe.
Yeah, what are you against here? Okay, pull up there. Strong, and then back around.
restored pocket windows and doors going to trucks, the motors, everything was taken out.
Go on.
And the car
They
was
make
turned
it,
into
yeah.
a cottage.
Take off your backpack. You'll be fine. Okay, keep running. You're good.
And
As long as you're good at the front.
they surrounded the car, they enclosed all the cars.
Back up. Okay.
Kind of like the wooden
Okay,
shelter.
back up and come for me. We should be all right.
Which is great because it preserved the body. But in 1972, Hurricane Agnes heard about after wrecking most of Virginia, remnants in Missouri County, and ended up flooding the Conway River, and all the curbside cars that were cottages got knocked off the foundation of this factory. And at that point, the family decided that it was not worth it to try to restore them and build them. So we found out and
Was
bought
this when this was used as a cottage? Was it in York County?
Huh?
Was it in York County?
Yeah, down below Red Line. And the other one was next to it.
It was next to it.
Yeah, 162 was next to it. But they were owned by different people. So when they got 163, I don't know what happened to 162. But it ended up down in Middletown, Elmostown, that's where we got it. More than 23.
So those were probably the only 2 out of the 5 remaining, or
There's a body in a museum down in York, just the body, nothing else. But it's, they said it's 2 windows longer. 162 and 3 are the same.
The trucks and motors underneath actually came all over Japan. Yep, we had them shipped over and then brought over in the summer.
be interesting to see what it was like when it was a cottage.
It was a lot of just bits and pieces that all came together.
There's some pictures around of it.
Right?
So that was started in 1972.
They added
By
more on, I
1980,
think.
the car was
I
out.
doubt. Did they add more
It
on to
still
it?
needed a lot of
Did they build more on?
On what's up? On the house, yeah, on this, yeah. It was under a shed, under a shelter. That's what saved it. Because it was under another roof. And they had like a shed built around it. And it was almost like it was inside, you know.
They were asking if that sign was original. Do not talk to operator. said, well, it's probably period. I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's period.
Actually, we painted rail into it, but Johnstown is also ours, so. That, yeah, we have a lot of pictures.
I guess you can reach this when you have to, huh? Yeah.
So everything.
You gotta wait till she's done talking now. See, look, that's just like yours, the one we got you, isn't it? We got him at an antique shop. We got him a bell like that. They said it came off a trolley car. It's just like that.
Any marks on it?
Yeah. J W. It's been a while since I looked at it. He had some initials in the script on his impressed into the brass. I think it was JWCC, or maybe that wasn't it.
A lot of them were scrapped for steel, but a lot of them were turned into bangers.
It's kind of a neat thing for him to have. We told him he could summon his mother with it, but she wasn't that impressed by that idea.
I hit him over the head with it.
So that may be why she didn't put it up yet, huh? He don't want you ringing the bell for her.
Middle of the night.
Yeah.
He's in 3 dances. Yeah, exactly. So essentially, that's the story of how we got 162. And this is to Harlan 62. And got it restored. Any questions?
Where is 162? Is it in Carbon too? Does it look pretty rough?
Yeah, some of the roof's missing.
Well, I imagine this looked pretty rough too when we first got it. And did you know the family came back that owned this as a house? On the home, didn't they come back on the home? That was cool. They must have been old people though. It's been 50-some years since it was.
Yeah, but I mean, they played in it as kids, you know, the ones that came back this time. I mean, the original owners are gone, but the ones that were like cousins and stuff like the nieces or whatever, and they played in it as kids there, you know, so they remembered it. I had a guy in here that, I don't know what I told you, I had a fly. And then I've been down there so damn many days, it just runs together, you know. But I had a guy in here the other day, and last Saturday, no, because Larry was here. Whatever day was it, his name is Grabowski, and he's a park ranger over at Trough Creek. And he stayed in 23 when it was down along the river, you know, east of Lewistown, down along the river, where that launch ramp is. He said he stayed in it in the summer, so we brought him down and showed it to him, you know.
Railroad watch. He's actually got a real one that his grandmother gave him that was her grandfather's. So, but he doesn't wear that because he's afraid of losing it, I guess.
ready? Okay. I got the word from the conductor. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
That's where my father-in-law lived.
Really?
He said,
Uh-huh. Yeah. My grandpa worked at K&L. Got an L slip up. Although he lived across the
his neighbors were all familiar. My father-in-law's dad worked in government law.
Uh-huh. That's K&L.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, they own. He said from the bridge went to Amherst all the way down to Rochester.
That was huge. It was huge.
Right. Then they had another plant in Pittsburgh. Too. As you were leaving town to go east, they had a plant on the Allegheny or on the Halo River. Now they're gone.
First point of interest, Ron's gonna tell you about.
Okay.
Told you about an iron furnace we're going to stop at. Here's one of the iron mines right out here. About 10 feet in, about 20 feet in there. You can see all the water coming out.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter how dry it gets, it's always got water
Wow.
coming out of there. So, just a little rusty.
And that's not toxic runoff, or anything. Some people
Yeah.
ask, oh, is that runoff from the, nope, it's just a spring that comes from the mine.
Yeah.
And that ends up in Agua Creek?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes through a bunch of grass fields here.
Okay.
And grass fields and goes in. This is Black Log Creek here.
Okay.
Okay, but it ends up in Aldwick. So.
Okay. And by that time, it's
Yeah.
fairly well cleaned
Yeah,
out?
it's all right.
Yeah.
It's just rusty water. It's got iron in it, that's all.
Yeah.
This is the part, you guys up around Pittsburgh, you know what slag is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, from There's some of it here. From here into the baseball field, about 35 years worth of this stuff that nobody knows what to do with, and that's why it's here 100 some years later. So,
Uh-huh.
okay? Up here a little further behind what the car is.
Up in Pittsburgh, they had so much slag from the mills, they took it south and they dumped it in an area where I grew up, okay? And later was the foundation for the shopping mall.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then they had to shut the mall down because, you know, COVID came and everything disappeared. But that was big, big
Fire the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, see that, the road's on the other side.
Uh-huh.
So this mess here is the real reason for the East Broad Top Railroad. And hard to see the drawing on the board there.
We're supposed to be getting a new sign pretty soon, I think that's gonna.
But this is it.
Oh.
And the ruins are standing there down the bottom left corner of the drawing. Three-story powerhouse
Uh-huh.
here.
Yes.
What's standing there?
And this was a rendition of the original furnace.
So they had about 700 people working here,
Uh-huh.
12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And we have pictures of them with wood fastened to their shoes to keep from burning their shoes up.
Wow.
And that's how working in this stuff. So they started making iron around here around 1780s in that period of time.
Uh-huh.
And there's two furnaces on the other side of the creek by the town water tank. And they ran seasonally, and they go to about 12,000 tons a year, these two furnaces. But they used charcoal for fuel, and by 1860 they had all the wood cut for about 35 miles around here.
Yeah.
Getting to be a long drag for a horse and a wagon to get all this in here, you know. So the guys had these iron mines hooked up with some guys that found coal up Broad Top Mountain, and chartered these Rock Hill Iron and Coal Company and made the East Broad Top Railroad a hauler on that deal. And they started laying track in 1872. 73 they started this, and they got it done in 76 and put it in operation. And this setup here did about 60,000 tons a year.
Wow.
And they would run one furnace while they work on the other. Okay. Now, the difference of this is it was running on coke, which is big coal, which is
Right.
this stuff. Okay. So what they would do, they would bring limestone and iron ore in from the east on this track, okay? Put a long shed in the back. Coal came down from the south, rolled top mountain. Back in the brush back, there was 3 rows of beyond coke ovens. And they had track on top. They just pulled the train right on top of the ovens, take the lid off the oven, hit the dump lever in the car,
Yep.
put the lid back on it and start to process it.
Mm-hmm.
They were going through 400 tons of coal a day here, between the steel, iron making and export, you know, what they were selling. You know, you had to afford somewhere to get a load of coke on that deal. So, everything would be in that long shed at the back, and the guys would use wheelbarrows and carts and go up the air-operated elevators, the square things behind the furnace, and go to the top, take the lid off of it, and they were 65 feet high, because with coke it'll take more weight than what charcoal would, put more in it. So they would load it up with coke, and they said if you were going to start the furnace, it took 6 cords of wood to start it.
Wow.
Okay, but they would load it up with coke, then put the rock that has the iron ore in it, and then put limestone on the top. And the limestone acts as a flux, it gets that iron ore out of the rock.
Right.
But that's all this junk you see out here on that deal of it, okay? So this would run at about 2,700 degrees. So what they would do, they would take out hot air, there's no smokestacks. They would come back through the building, heat 2 boilers to make steam to run 2 steam engines in this building, provide a blast to the furnace. They would also take out 2,700 degree heat and go through some warming ovens, so the cold air this thing was pouring in was preheated before it went into the furnace. So it was a pretty high-tech operation,
Yeah.
you know, in the 1880s.
Well, they knew what they had to do in order to not do more work.
Right. So what?
It was enough work.
So in the archives, they're just getting through this. They have drawings of the furnace. Now, number 2, they put that in blast in 1876, right after they started it,
Okay.
and it was in blast for 53 weeks straight.
Okay.
Okay, so that was 24/7. These guys working 12-hour shifts, keeping this thing going. And
That's over a year.
when they shut it down and got inside the thing, they found out that over the 53 weeks, they ate over about 1.5 to 2 feet out of the furnace. Just ate all the bricks out of it.
Wow.
So that's why they would run one while they worked on the other.
Uh-huh.
So,
Redundancy.
so the houses underneath the furnaces
Mm-hmm.
had sand floors in them.
Okay.
Okay, they dig a ditch down through here, and where the seats are would be moles with fingers on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they tapped the charge, and the iron ore would come out, and had a couple guys, their job description was puddlers. Make sure this iron ore goes where it's supposed to go. Scrape the junk off, get rid of it out in the dump.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it from up above, it looks like a mother sow pig taking care of her young ones. Big iron, okay?
Yeah.
On that deal.
Huh.
So, you know, in the 1880s, it was the plastic of the day. It was your toys, cooking utensils, stoves, wheels for railroad wheels, and rail was brittle and break, but that's what they had. Whole inside this thing's cast iron.
Yeah.
So they ran this off and on from 1876 to 1908. Depressions, strikes. And by 1908, the Bessemer steel system was taking effect, and this became obsolete. 3 brick factories sprang up in Mount Union to make fire brick for these new steel furnaces. So the railroad had 3 big customers up there to take care of. They shut this down, set everything down south to an operation in Tennessee. Had to take the building apart to get it out. So that's what you got. And all these people that worked here lived down by the side.
Okay.
Okay, so they walked to work. Didn't want to feed a horse, no cars. And now all the work was over Old Station. You went north to Borton to brick yards out in the coal mines, or you worked at the railroad, you know. They tore the houses down, got bricks out of here and put them up around Old Station called the Rock Hill Furnace. And then they used bricks out of here to make the roundhouse longer for the bigger engines, and they had 2 more stalls on it. So they were recycling before they knew what the word was. You know?
I understand Morgasonia, I think, has the most fire brick buildings in the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
In the country?
yeah. And people will say, well, you know, is it Morgasonia or is it Rock Hill Furnace? The answer
Rock
is
Hill.
Yes.
They call them the twin boroughs around here.
Yeah.
Right out there.
That's interesting, they're so close to one another, you think it would be just simply one community, you know?
And they fight like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
They have their own post offices.
I live about 5 minutes away from the Bessemer line that
Yes.
brought all the coal, or iron ore, excuse me, down from the lakes going
Right.
into the Mon Valley.
Yep.
And that's where they put it in the Edward Thompson Works.
I got it.
Okay.
I'll just flip back.
Well, that's true.
I just let it. You guys are going back out again.
Yeah, okay.
Just
I'll let
let-
it be.
Jump on.
Sir.
They're done over there, so.
Perfect.
All right, guys, you want to get out here? You want to go up to Meadow Street?
Up to Meadow Street.
Yeah, we're
Just
up
right
here.
there at the where
So
the
we get
ticket
in
booth
Our
is.
vehicle's right here,
Okay.
okay?
Alrighty.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
we-
you very much.
Appreciate
You're
it.
riding with us. We can let you through this way if you're getting out.
I can. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed your day. You all
We
right?
did, we did. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got a great history here.
Thank
You
you.
know that?
Let you know what happened here.
That's one of the reasons why I think I like railroading.
You're right.
Or trolley ride.
If you ever get a chance to come back and tour either of our car lines.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have a minute, I can show you a couple of things at Car Bar One.
You wanna look in car bar one for a couple seconds? Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, we'll see you.
For you.
We'll be back.
You know, the train could take a lesson from us because you get on that train, they don't give any history. They don't.
They don't want to.
Why? good. Good. Gotta take my hat off again.